What's going on, guys? People from YouTube, y'all, on the other side of the camera, video screen, whatever. Anyway, this is Paul at 12 Overview, and I have a new video for y'all today. It's concerning the Soundstorm, or SSL, the DD889B. This is actually a request from Timbo A. He sent me a message, asking me to do a quick video. I'm sure it's not too quick, it's got a lot of features on this particular radio. So I talked to my boss guy, and once he got his hand hold of one, he sent me it, and we'll see if we can get y'all a video out right now. Anyway, this is the DD889B. The average price is around $250 to $300, depending on where you get it from, I suppose. It's DVD, touchscreen. It's got built-in Bluetooth, the SD card, USB, compatible with most all smartphones and MP3 players. Detachable face. This is, I think, the first time I've seen a double-in screen that with the full detachable face. But once I get it pulled out of the box, I haven't even looked at the radio yet. So anyway, let's get it all pulled out of the box, and we'll see what's on the inside first. Alright, so nice box. I like the dark colors. Pretty much the same thing on every side, except for the back. It tells you a little bit about the radio. So whatever you see in here, you're going to see here, you're going to see here, you're going to see here. And a little bit on the back, except the stuff on the specs. Alright, so open up the box. First thing I see is, to take out, is cables and cords. Alright, yeah, looks like a power harness. Oops, I don't do my own strength. Let's see, we got the power harness, which comes with the power and all those speaker wires. The next harness looks like it. That's what that plugs into. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, just for fun. All right. Yeah, I saved them all that work at the factory by plugging these for them. That way the battery can set and save money. Alright, we're pulling out this. What is this? This is, it's the manual. User's manual, and has a 1-year warranty. Nice little plastic bag. I'll set that off to the side. Here's another bag of goodies. We got what looks like some mounting hardware, screws, some washers, a back strap for different mounting situations. All right, that's what that's there. Oh, and it goes with a remote. Lots of tiny buttons. Too bad, man. I got big old fat fingers. I'm touching 2 or 3 at a time right now, so it got some small buttons on the remote. Alright, there's nothing else in the box. I'll set that off to the side. And let's see here, you got the styrofoam for safekeeping, or styrofoam. I'm gonna set this off in the box just for now. Alright, I'm throwing stuff around, so be careful. Plastic bag, and apparently what slipped out is a transportation screw. This is supposed to be screwed into the radio to hold all the CD and DVD mechanisms in place while it's being shipped. And being that this probably wasn't screwed in all the way at the factory, there may be something actually wrong with this DVD player. But I'm not going to stick one in there just to see, so I'm going to slide this back in and screw it. Like I said, I'm saving the factory money, finish putting their radios back together. But actually for now, since I am probably turning the radio on here in a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and take the screws out. You're supposed to take them out anyway when you go to install it. And I don't want to take the chance of when it resets itself that the screws might, damage something else if it's something that had already been damaged already. So always look for transportation screws on the top of the radios. Alright, let's see here. Okay, there's the front. And let's get it turned around, we'll get it mounted up, and we'll see what the back looks like, and not too much, like a little short thing. Anyway. Alright, we got to turn around backwards here. Okay. Alright, we got to turn around backwards here. There's not a lot to go on back here, but I had to consult the manual, because a lot of the plugins back here weren't jiving with normally on normal radios. As usual, we'll start from the left hand side and work our way to the right. I had to plug in the power cord because it had extra stuff that I was looking for on the back of the radio earlier. You got your antenna, that's what you plug into. Directly underneath it is a hole that something would probably be sticking out or something, but there's nothing there. So you can actually look into the circuit board, into the radio from here. You can actually see the end of the circuit board right there on the end, that little white line, that's the end of the circuit board. And I can actually see connectors and connections from the angle that I'm at. Anyway, this is video and audio input. So if you have like an Xbox, PlayStation, or anything with video output, you can plug into here and see it on the screen. Directly underneath it, this is the problem I was having. This is your audio output for the front speakers, or front, for amp and stuff. So this is the front. This yellow one isn't anything. It's just there for you to wonder why it's there. This brown one is video output according to the manual and to the diagram on top of the radio. So this yellow one looks nice and pretty. Don't plug nothing into it because nothing's going to happen. Alright, that's all for that side of it. We got a nice little fan here. Supposed to come on when the radio's turned on or get too hot. This is the plugs I told you earlier. Also on the plug we have rear camera input, so you can add a reverse camera to your system and it will show up on the screen when you go into reverse. This is your subwoofer output, so if you want to have bass, you have this right here. Most amps have two inputs, so you'll need a RCA Y jack. You'll need a boy to two girls to plug into here, or male and two females. This is the parking brake wire. This is so you can watch videos while you're driving if you want to. You're supposed to really hook it to the parking brake so that our videos come on, but it can be bypassed. And this is the reverse wire, so when you put it in reverse, it will turn on it'll interrupt your screen so you can see what you're backing into with the reverse camera. And of course we all know what the rest of these are. These are your main wires that you wire up to the harness that you purchased for your vehicle. Alright, that's it for the back of the radio. Let's get it turned around on the front, powered up, and we'll see what the front looks like. Alright, we got it powered up. I'm fixing to turn it on. This little cover right here says it's a message for whoever puts the radio in. This label must be removed by the end user. That says it's in the way of what we're looking at. I'm going to go ahead and peel it off now. This comes right off, no troubles whatsoever. So I'm going to put this off to the side and I'll try and reapply it here shortly. Alright, now I got to find the power button. Alright, power. Ooh, nice blue buttons. Looks like nice slow video response. Pretty neat, I guess. Let's see here. Change your stations. Band FM1, FM2, FM3, AM1, AM2. Oh, and I forgot to mention this radio has also 85 watts a channel. So it might be pretty loud. Most radios are around 50 watts a channel, but these are 85 watts a channel. At first glance, around the radio, it has nice glossy black look here. There's a little cover for the USB. This little rubber cover, just kind of sitting there. Aux input, open. Press that and see what happens. Oh, it flips down. Okay. I thought I was going to get hurt. Feels pretty solid. I don't think you put your shrink on it though. You can put your DVD in there, and then I guess you just push it back. Okay, alright. Here's the volume. Goes from 0 to 40. Now you're wondering, well, why is it 40 when some radios go to 60 and 80? Well, they're still putting out the same amount of power. It just gives you more of a finer tune to the numbers. So like on a radio that's 50 watts a channel, you go to 60, and you go to a radio that has like 40 like this one, it's still putting out the same power. The 60 gives you a little more finer tune on the sound, so it's being jumped up. Let's see, channels 1 through 6. Oh, it just cycles through your presets. That's what this little button does. It's underneath the power button. There's the reset button right here. Mute. Little speaker has a little circle with the slash through it. It has to tell you it's muted. Equalizer. Pop, rock, user, jazz. I'm just reading right here. Classical. Hopefully just be on user. Band. Apparently that's just what I was just doing. So you can either click here or click here. You know, within 2 inches of each other. You got a button that does the same thing. Microphone. Oh, it's the mic. That's right here. It has for the Bluetooth, the mic's built right in the front of the radio. So when you're talking, make sure you're kind of looking towards the radio in order to for them to catch your sound. Release. You can click it. And I'm not sure how it's supposed to release. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it does detach, as you can see. I have no idea how it goes back on. Did that do it? Is it starting over? Alright, let's see here. APS. Let's see anything happening. Oh, automatic preset search. Okay. I think. Alright, let's push in the volume button. You got bass, turn that up and down, push it again, treble, balance, fader, we all know what that is, color. I'm not sure what I'm changing here. It says I'm changing colors, but I really don't know what's changing colors. I can't tell. Oh, I see. It goes from black and white to color. So actually, you're actually giving it color. You're not just changing the colors. So that's what the color does. It just gives you color. All right, that's all for that. But it just cycles through the main audio section. We'll click the loud button. Loud on, loud off. Loud on, loud off. Wax on, wax off. Subwoofer is on, subwoofer's off. Just like loud on, loud off. Subwoofer on, subwoofer off. We'll click the phone icon. And didn't do anything. Apparently I don't have my phone hooked up to it. EQ. EQ. Classical, pop, rock. Alright, so this button here and this button here, these two do exactly the same thing, just like these two buttons do. So you have 4 buttons that do, you know, just pretty much waste of space. You can program this button or just do something totally different. So if you can't reach over here, it's too far, I'll just click right here and do the same thing. Alright, mute. Another button is being wasted. You got 2 buttons here. These 3 sets right here is these 3 set buttons right here. You click here, you click here, you click here, you click there. Alright, volume. If you don't like the rotary volume knob, if you just totally hate it whatsoever, you got the same function over here. Where you can click on the screen. Just click away. Click, 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 click. But if you don't like to click on it, you get the choice of rotary turning it. So, let's click the circle arrow. I don't see any other circle arrows on here, so maybe it'll take me to a different screen. Oh, it does. Alright, got radio, disc, Bluetooth music, aux. Okay. Gotta read a little faster. Aux input, audio video input, SD card, USB. And I'm trying to find the SD card slot. I have no idea. I may have to consult the manual, people. Let's click on SD card slot. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. USB, I guess the ones that are blued out, the ones you can't do nothing with. Oh, except for Bluetooth music. Pause, play back and forth on Bluetooth music. Go back to this. Aux input, so if you have like sound coming in, it'll play that way. Disc, let's go to setup. Alright, now we're in setup and we're seeing brightness. That don't do nothing. There we go. This cycles through the menu. Bluetooth off or on. Wallpaper. Yeah, I'll just leave it on auto. Maybe it'll do something. Animation for 2 minutes. Tint, color, contrast, brightness. Does seem to be a little dark. Let's see, system. I'm clicking it. Nothing's happening. Sound. Oh, that was system. Okay, never mind. It wouldn't do anything because it was already on the screen. So you got your brightness, contrast, color, tint, animation, wallpaper, and Bluetooth off or on. Sound, we got treble and bass. Subwoofers, loudness, buzzer off or on. What in the world? It's crazy. Okay. This menu is in the volume button menu, but this kind of maybe gives you a little better, I guess, way to kind of go through it, I suppose. Yeah, well, so you can access the menu from sound under settings, and I went too slow. Again, setup. If you take your time on this radio, it goes back to your main screen. Time. This is where you set the time. I'll make it a minute and 12 hours or 24 hours. Alright, that's pretty much it for that. Alright, let's see just how long it is if you don't take, if you don't make your selection real fast. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000. You got 6 seconds to make your selection. And if you're driving down a bumpy road or traffic, something like that, you may not have that length of a time to make your selection, or very quick of a time. So if you're bumping around, you're trying to get it, and trying to click, and you're clicking over here, and you're missing it, and after you hit the disc button, I guess because I touched the screen, it reset the time. Whoop, it didn't do nothing. I guess it didn't have a disc in there. Anyway, that's all I can find on this radio. Warning, video not available while driving. Well, I need to pull over and put the parking brake in, I guess. Give me a second here, people, and I'm going to find the SD card slot for you. Oh, there it is. I found it. I thought it was going to be on the face, but it's actually down here at the bottom, hiding in the depth of the reaches of the face that's in the way. So in order to put the Yep, in order to put the SD card in, you got to take the face off the radio. Alright, something I did notice before I was fixing to put it in the back in the box is the thickness. This right here is the plate I mount all my radios in, and the radio's in all the way, and from here to here it's going to stick out. So if you have a skinny dash, your radio this radio may stick out quite a ways. And the measure, it's with the volume knob here is 1.5 inches from here to here, 1.5 inches. The actual face itself is 1/16 from edge of the here to where your dash is going to be. So make sure this is actually going to fit your dash. A lot of times these radios like this are called oversized radios, which means they won't fit. They do a lot of cutting and trimming on the dash kit just to make them fit in the dash kits. And with a face like this, it may not fit very well. Alright, before I put the radio back in the box, I just want to show you the remote. Double check that. You see, I'm holding it in one hand, so you can see just how big the whole remote is. And the buttons here, I'm going to keep this thing in the center of the screen. Just about how small they are. I mean, you can probably still get it, but as I'm trying to reach around and touch other buttons, I feel the other buttons are on my fingers. So if you're driving down the street, you may actually hit other buttons, while you're trying to do stuff. But right now, I'm pressing the enter button on here. If I can get to show on the screen, the enter button. When I press it in, I feel the left and right button touching my thumb. So if you have big fingers like I do, you're probably going to hit X buttons by accident. But if you have like small, petite fingers, probably no problem. But a lot of these buttons, like the number pad, it's like written in orange, and you probably can't even see the numbers. But there's numbers written on these gray buttons right here, in letters. So I mean, orange numbers. And at night you won't be able to see them. I don't know if this thing even illuminates when you click on stuff. So probably pushing these buttons right here, even during the day, might be a difficult task. All right, that was the SSL or Soundstorm DD889B. It seemed like a nice radio at first. There's a lot of things that kind of stood out, like the face being too thick. A lot of times radios like these are too big, and you actually have to modify the kit that's made for normal brand radios to actually fit in there. So you have to modify, cut around it and stuff. The remote doesn't seem to be, user friendly. I know they try to put a lot of function on the remote, but all the buttons are kind of close together. The buttons on the face of the radio correspond to the buttons right there on the screen within inches of each other. That I could have maybe pressed a button and maybe did maybe the screen flash or something. Maybe make the button do something different. But having the same buttons on the sides, doing the exact same thing on the screen, that's just like a waste of space to me. Detachable face. Most radios aren't detachable. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. I guess it was kind of hard to snap back on. And as you noticed earlier, when I was trying to find the SD card. You have to take the face completely off just to insert an SD card. Which I guess, you know, if you have like a ton of music or videos on there, I guess. Of course, I don't even know if the SD card is compatible with video. I'm not sure. I didn't get that far in the manual. So some of the ports on the back of the radio didn't correspond to normal standard colors on most all other radios. They have a video output which is normal yellow standard color, but it has a brown port, and the yellow port that would be videos they don't do anything. So they solder something on there that's just useless. So unfortunately, Timbo A, it's up to you. If you know if you can find the radio pretty cheap. I mean, I'm sure when it's playing and doing stuff, you know, you won't mind all the extra buttons that don't do anything except extra features. That's and extra buttons that do the same features. And that's from my boss audio guy that that was able to give me this. Sorry, Kay. It's a decent radio, I guess, if you just want to stick something in your dash. But anyway, this is the DD889B made by Soundstorm or SSL. This is Paul at 12 Overview. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a blessed day, and please subscribe.